What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are back reacting to Jetlag the Game's race to circumnavigate the globe in 100 hours. If you saw the last video, then you remember that in the last video, it was basically a race to Singapore. One team was on their way to Singapore the entire episode, while the other team was just trying to make money so they could complete their runs. And at the end of the video, there was this scene where both teams started going after the exact same challenge at the exact same location. It was in Singapore at the exact same, it was like it's a bungee jump. And it's definitely, I think it was the bungee jump, and then both teams went to the same location, and one team already arrived in Singapore beforehand. But anyway, I know most of you guys are probably confused why I didn't have a Shiloh Bros video last Friday. And that's because they didn't post one. They left a note saying that they needed extra time, and I'm going to give them extra time, especially because of considering the fact that they're doing a FNAF one. They left a little gif of them of the classic FNAF stage, and I'm happy for it. Again, today I'm still expecting Guarding a Bam Bam. I still think that's going to happen at some point, considering the fact that it's had 4 games in 8 months. But anyway, I am ranting on so much. Let's just get into the video.
Welcome back to Circumnavigation. We're about 42 hours in, and here's the state of the game. Right now, me and my teammate Joseph from Real Life Lore are on a flight to Singapore with our ticket to Seoul already booked. The problem is we only have $20, and we need to make enough money to take a super expensive flight from Seoul to the US before we can get on our flight to Seoul. Our plan once we land is to earn $1,200 by bungee jumping in Singapore during the few hours we'll have before the game's mandatory rest period begins. Unfortunately for us, Ben and Adam had the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
we ended last time.
Alright, hands up to the side, buddy. Are you good, going?
We're both doing it.
Here we go, buddy. This is it. Aim forward, aim forward. Alright, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, that would be terrifying, honestly. Because we're falling.
Oh my god! Oh, we're going up.
Onto house. Oh, that's there just in case they breaks. I just want to play confidence. They have tools placed under the engines in case the floor
Oh!
Yeah, you already completed the challenges and the 12,000.
That woke me up.
In case anyone was wondering, bungee jumping is way scarier than it looks.
Scary?
I thought it was going to be very scary, and it was 5 times scarier than I expected.
Because, again, you're jumping off a building.
Oh my god.
With the hope of a bungee cord that
is
will hold
the
you
most deserved $1,200 we've ever gotten.
I mean, that's probably why they made it so much. And then you're just arriving. Great. It's gonna be so unfortunate when they see the text or the message. Or how they ever really get it.
Okay, we've made it to Singapore.
Yep. We're back.
Which is the good news. The bad news is you saw the text, right?
I do, yeah. Okay, so the bad news is that Adam and Ben completed the bungee jumping challenge, and that was kind of our whole
once the team thinks
so
that they can't do it.
What else can we do before the rest period?
I don't know. I mean, I looked, and like everything, like the 2 other big ones, Universal and paintballing.
Yeah, there's no way we could do that.
They both require reservations. They stopped doing challenges around like 11 or 12 a.m. Central European time. There was a 1 p.m. flight to Singapore from Milan, where we think they were.
So you think there's maybe a good possibility that they're here with us, or will be here with us for the rest period?
There's also very few cities where you can bungee jump.
Yeah.
Like that easily.
So you think they may have done literally what we were going to do?
Yeah, they did.
There's a very real chance they're here, which means like the challenges that are easy for us are going to be easy for them.
We could definitely earn some more money.
They're not going to earn some money doing it.
I think we're kayaking. We're going to see if we can figure out where that person got that kayak.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the kayak.
What's this? Travel 1 mile on water under human power for $700. Granted, it'll only be like $450 for them, but you can travel any vessel you like, but it cannot be powered by a motor or sail. Any body of water is acceptable. Both team members must travel the distance. Kayak is a.
All right.
We're trying to get as much
Here we go. Let's do it.
They can done before the rest period.
So we have to go 1 mile.
Easy.
Yeah.
Honestly, not having that bungee jump one, that makes me pretty nervous. That makes me pretty nervous about being able to get out
out of here.
I mean, we're definitely going to be able to get to Seoul still because we have the flights.
To Seoul, but then we need something out of
Getting,
Seoul.
I know getting out of Seoul is the hard part.
Starting to think is like, what we learned in Amsterdam is planning really counts here.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to plan or research or anything during our rest period.
Yeah.
So maybe the best use of the next 2 hours, rather than scrambling and failing, is like meticulously planning what we do after the rest period.
Okay, I agree.
That'd be
All
smart.
right, well,
Totally.
I guess we're gonna head to our hotel and
Do some plotting.
and some rest.
Yes, finally.
Oh my God.
Almost 48 hours of being able to move continuously.
You know, you're sitting at a computer and you're writing challenges and you're like, it can't be that hard to kayak a mile. But then you're in the kayak in Singapore.
It takes a lot less time for you to run a mile than it takes for you to kayak.
It turns out it's harder than you thought it would be.
I remember this exact conversation. I remember we said, how far should it be? A mile? Yeah, sure, all right. And then we never talked about it again.
Yeah.
That sure is a lot of water falling.
Big fountain.
Getting a taxi / Uber is taking forever, so it makes me think we made the right call in terms of not rushing to try to do something.
Yeah.
You should like sing a song, like a sailing song.
Yeah, do you know any sailing songs?
I don't know. Do we know any sailing songs? What's like a sailing song?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the...
There's a copyright.
I don't remember the second half of that song.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
Oh, it's got the
Life
merrilies.
is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat.
Nope, muting. It's copyright, I think.
Merrily, merrily, merrily. Hey, what are you gotta do it. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know the words yet.
There's two lines in the song.
Is there not more to the song?
No!
Yeah, there's 2 lines. That's it.
We sail is a kayak, it's a kayak. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
That is a mile on water under human power.
Yeah. Sounds complete. They get like $450.
That is what, $350?
No, it's just $350.
In the bank.
Let's go.
Great, we made it to our hotel. Yeah, this is the last you'll hear from us for 20 hours. We're exhausted. We're going to be very excited to go do nothing for 20 hours.
Hell yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
So sleepy.
Is he about to fall asleep?
Okay, we just arrived at the hotel. The break period is starting. I've never been more excited to take a shower in my entire life.
It's truly the most wonderful time of the year.
Okay, so for the next 20 hours, the game is paused. That means no forward progress, no challenges, and no strategy talk. All we're supposed to do is get a relaxing night of sleep in an actual bed.
It's about 4 a.m. and I've just awoken from a nightmare where Sam and Joseph beat us in the race before we could even get to Australia. So hopefully that won't happen in real life.
It is 4 a.m. I've been trying to get back to sleep for like an hour or two now, failed completely. So I decided to wander the streets towards a 24-hour coffee shop and then explore Singapore.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything like productive.
It is 84
they're not
degrees,
allowed
it is humid, it is hot, and it's 4 a.m. This is unbelievable. I don't know how people live here, and I especially don't know how we're gonna run through the streets completing challenges tomorrow.
Yeah.
This view really tells you what Singapore's economy is all about. See, bank, 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 bank,
Bank,
bank,
bank, bank, bank,
bank,
bank.
not bank, bank, and then a fancy hotel.
All right, we're having some dim sum for breakfast. Happy breakfast, Adam. Good morning. Good morning.
It's a mixture of pastries and I guess pastries.
What round of food is this, Joseph?
It's only our number 2.
So it's still the rest period, but the hotel kicked us out at 1. The game restarts at 3.
Just walking around, just seeing the sights.
Yeah, they're not
We're
allowed
at
to
the
plan
big-
or think about it.
The only thing that I knew about Singapore before coming here is the thing we're going to go see. You have
Yeah.
anything funny to say, Ben?
No, I just think those are really cool.
Anything funny to say about this?
No. But I have a fun Singapore fact.
Okay.
You know that it's illegal to eat a durian fruit on the subway here? It's not relevant
Really?
to this, I just thought of it.
All right, yeah, durian. I can understand that. Durian fruits are pretty smelly. I don't know myself, but I do know that.
Perfect content, Ben.
Yeah.
It is 2 minutes to 3. We're almost back at it. Now comes the stage in the game where, for some stupid reason, I actually feel genuinely, like, physically nervous to complete a completely arbitrary game that we just made up the rules for.
I also feel really nervous. I don't know why.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Why would we feel nervous?
I feel so much anxiety in my stomach just about making it. Making it back on time is super nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is beeping. That's great. That indicates that the game is back on. The first thing we need to do is book our flight to Australia.
Yeah, they're going to Australia.
We also need to book our onward flight from Australia. So we're booking a flight to Fiji because it's
right. They didn't meet the distance requirement. They have to go do that, so they have to go to
not
Australia.
that expensive.
We also have a ton of like administrative stuff we have to do. We have to get our Australia e-visas approved.
I really hope they run into each other at some point during this episode, because that'd be really funny.
We have to get travel insurance for Fiji. And then once we get to Australia, we have to have COVID tests ready to take before we leave.
Oh, right. This is during COVID times. I'm glad we don't have to do any more of that.
Here we have, like 4 hours until the flight we're planning on taking to Australia.
Yeah. So we are going to do another challenge. We are going to eat at a Michelin-starred restaurant.
A Michelin-starred restaurant. Restaurant must currently hold 1 Michelin star. You must order and eat at least 1 main dish each. Oh. Okay, that must be like a high honor for some restaurant.
It's a very pleasant challenge.
Doesn't get us a lot of money.
It
but
does.
We want to do it, and
Gets
so we're going to
you
do it.
$125.
It's 3.
Oh, it's 3. All right.
Forget my
strat time.
I think we need to consider what Ben and Adam are doing. I'm now even more confident that Ben and Adam are here in Singapore, because I looked at the time that they sent the message saying that they completed bungee jumping.
Yeah.
It was 1:30 p.m. Singapore time, which seems strange because the flight that we thought they were on arrived from Milan at like 7 or 8 a.m. But the bungee jumping place here, the only bungee jumping place in Singapore, opens at 12:30 p.m. I'm super sure they're here, which means they're very far along. And unfortunately, I did the back of the napkin math, and I believe that they have around $2,000 in the bank right now.
That's so much more than us.
That is so much. We have like $25 or something.
So we either have to find one that we can get a reservation at, or we have to find a place that's more casual.
Oh, look. There's one that says street
food. What's that one? It is open.
Okay, that's good. Okay, it's like 2 miles away.
We're going to Hill Street Thai Hua Pork Noodle, which has one.
We gotta go. Stop explaining things. We're going.
So how screwed are we right now?
Kind of
a little bit.
Really
so
screwed.
I think we need to be looking for the Hail Mary option. Let me explain why we're in such a pickle. Right now, we've basically got 3 options. 1, we take our already booked flight to Seoul. Problem is, it gets us out of Singapore quite late, and after looking closely, the connections to the US are at bad times and have gotten even more expensive. I'm pretty sure if we do this, we'll lose. 2, we go somewhere nearby that's not Seoul. The 2 flights to the US are Tokyo and Sydney. Trouble is, by the time we'd earn the money to get an expensive flight to Sydney, it would be late and we'd definitely be behind, and Tokyo is only open for transit, so we couldn't leave the airport to do challenges. Either way, I'm pretty sure we lose. Which leaves option 3, go big. Risk everything to get an extremely expensive direct flight from Singapore to San Francisco. It would mean we'd almost definitely win, but the only way to afford that flight is, well, you'll see. I believe the Hail Mary option is to make some money, bring it to the casino, and gamble it. Gambling everything. I did a bunch of research, but unfortunately, I learned more about the challenges we cannot do than the challenges we can do. Well, to start with, we can't do the roller coaster one. It's Universal Studios Singapore, but it's sold out. Paintball, there's only like 1 or 2 places, and they both require super advanced booking. So there's the Eat a Meal at a Michelin star restaurant. Singapore is famous for having like hawker stands, like street stalls that are Michelin star. And just by chance, when Joseph and I were on a walk earlier, we stumbled across a pond of fish. Tons of tiny fish we could very easily catch. There's that challenge to catch a fish. And I'm sure they actually, no, it specifically says that we can catch it by hand.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, this is the bus we need to get on. So
bus stop is down there. So we're gonna race it down this street.
Okay.
That's gonna be hard.
My feet hurt.
Okay, so let's find a Michelin star hawker stand, head there.
And then if that goes super quick, I think we could still have time to go catch the fish. If we can get just enough, if we can win just enough to get that flight.
Yes, we should calculate our bets to get exactly what we need. win.
But if we win, it's so epic. That's the most incredible story, and Ben and Adam will be so pissed.
They would hate that.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of YOLO strategy, we gotta go.
All right, it's 3:10. All right, let's go.
They're already at there. They're going to the restaurant. If the other crew is closer to a Michelin star restaurant,
you might notice that this is not, in fact, a Michelin starred restaurant, and that's because on the ride we noticed that we messed up a bit. The Catch a Fish challenge is actually worth $800,
which was a lot more than we thought it was initially.
And we think we can do that super quickly, so we got to do that.
Yeah, so they're going to go do that. They're going to be smart. Catch a fish. The fish must be caught in the wild. It must be alive. You must catch a fish with a net, fishing rod, or bare hands. Release the fish after catchment. $150 by fisherman.
I figured that we can turn this into a net just by poking a few holes in it. Just tiny, 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 a little bit of pressure. It's a big one.
I know. All right, that is kind of big, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it. Here, first of all, we need to not get caught.
I know. This
what if we went on the far side?
This seems highly illegal.
There's
30 cameras around, right? Oh, except for that one right there.
All right, as we've been walking, I have booked
these guys already have their trip.
Australia. We're going to explain why we're going to Australia once we get our food. Oh, this is not that bad of a line at all.
About to just get destroyed by this thunderstorm.
Oh, no. I saw the next thunder and it said their plane was struck by lightning. I wonder if that's true.
I feel like they can swim here. But the turtle.
That's the turtle.
Oh no! I got my foot all in it.
My foot is so soggy. Fishing is much harder than we thought.
Especially with the plastic bag.
I hate when the challenges are challenging. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Well, this is not a sea, Sam.
Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll stand in that one spot with the bag, staying very still. You grab some small rocks to scare the fish, okay?
Yeah, head towards you. There's only turtles.
That's my feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's coming.
Okay, so we just found out that place is cash only. So I am running to the nearest ATM to try and get cash in time.
Great.
We wandered off for a second, and that family picked up our bag.
Yeah, they came back and picked our bag up.
They must have thought it was litter.
Yeah.
Which, like, props to them.
So now we're bagless, because I think that guy's just throwing the bag away.
I think we should give up.
Yeah, I think
you're almost an hour.
Yeah, and that family is still there. We should probably just go and try and do the Michelin star restaurant in the Crickets.
You're not gonna have
Worry about
time.
the Michelin star taking a while.
Yeah, but I mean, what other choices do we have at this point?
Yeah, I already know this. Blah, blah, blah.
Hello to the audience.
They're
We
gonna
have two
eat
dishes. Give me your glasses. I can play with their phones. All right, one of the goats out there. That's this one.
Yeah.
And this one is a Ganmon.
So one thing that's interesting is this is one of only 2 restaurants in the entire world that has a Michelin star and sells like street food. I think the other one is in Hong Kong. And this is very good.
Very well. So while we eat, let's explain why we're going to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might be wondering, why aren't we going to Japan? Why aren't we going to Seoul? If we went for Japan or Seoul, we would not meet the distance. We have to go through Australia to reach the distance, the Tropic of Cancer distance that we need to reach in order to officially circumnavigate the globe.
Yeah. And they completed the challenge now.
All right,
It seems to be like
our Michelin star meal, and our car is nearly here. Take us to the airport.
It is also starting to rain.
And it's just starting to rain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
they're gonna get the text soon.
Okay.
It's the same place.
Okay. I think we gotta look for the big line, probably.
Yeah. The exact same place.
Just got word. They just ate at a Michelin starred
We
restaurant.
were literally just
in line. Are they here?
Hey,
You
it's like the same location.
I mean, this is like the classic Michelin hawker stall. Let's see if we can find them.
anything that doesn't cost you
Are you gonna find them, or they're on their way to their
You're really
flight?
limping there, buddy.
Boy, my feet are messed up. I don't see them, but that is so frustrating.
We literally were
just
in-
keep hitting L's.
I know. We were like 3 spaces away from getting the mission server. And if we went here first instead of trying to catch the damn fish,
I bet they didn't
We
even
would've
need it. I
gotten
bet they
it.
just like wanted some dinner.
I cannot believe how many L's we're getting.
I feel like we should just do something super easy, like get drunk and then just like YOLO our money. We can
I know.
make the money through traditional means.
So I think honestly the best bet is just to get drunk on local liquor, have a good time at the casino.
Drunk, and if we lose, at least we're drunk.
At least we're drunk, and then just YOLO it all at the casino, have a good time while we're doing it for 2 hours in the casino. I think that works.
Okay, should we get a car to the casino in the Marina Bay Sands? There's got to be a bar in the Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah.
After a lot of bureaucratic red tape, we got our tickets and we are headed to Australia. For some reason, our gate always has to be the one that is like the furthest possible away.
Why?
They keep the good ones. That's where they keep the good ones, like Sydney.
Gotta walk fast. We have only 30 minutes left to have any chance of catching that flight tonight.
Yeah.
And I have like a completely empty stomach. And I think you said you did too.
I haven't eaten anything since our breakfast at like 8 a.m.
This is not
Yeah.
going to be very coherent.
Okay, so we're going to be blasted drunk and then go to the casino with only $300, and we have to win $2,000.
What could possibly go wrong?
$2,000.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just to put you in the picture of what's happening with the aircraft, obviously you can see what's possibly what's happening out there. The engineers are looking at the aircraft at the moment. The aircraft was struck by lightning when it came
It was actually hit with lightning?
into Singapore. Some of you were on the aircraft and probably experienced that down the left-hand side. There is superficial damage to the aircraft, unfortunately. They've done the inspections, but they have got quite considerable inspections to do. A lot of you have had very long days, and there's still a long night ahead of us.
Rude.
That is not good.
It's not.
But you know what is good? The fact that I've already planned out your entire night of entertainment. Of course, you're going to start by watching the season finale of Jet.
Nope. Don't want any information. No information. We'll find out next week. Anyway, this has been a interesting episode. It's been a mainly Singapore episode, just like two. The second episode was where they stayed in one location. It's the same thing for this one. For some reason, not much stuff actually got done. Most of it was just the rest period and then planning stuff. But that's what you get a gamble. It's a gamble. You never know what you're gonna get with these kind of videos. And I'm excited to see the finale, but also kind of concerned because I don't know if it's gonna be like a close call. I'd love it if it's like a close call, like it's like last minute trying to get to the plane, or like if you get. Like they're trying to get to that certain location, if they're just running there at top speed, or if it's just going to be like, if they're already there, we're still stuck in Singapore, we're screwed, we have no chance of winning. I kind of hope it's the first one, not the second. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. So please remember to like and subscribe. Remember, at 1,000 subscribers, you get that beautiful face reveal. And I will see you all next time. Bye.